Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you guys so much for tuning in. So today I wanted to just come to you guys and discuss a topic that if you get right is absolutely gonna change the way you feel, is gonna basically change your life. Today I'm going to be talking about how to make other people treat you nicely and how to make other people respect you. It's for most people, it's probably you wonder why certain people go a certain length with you. Like you wonder how people can lie to you in your face like that. You probably wonder why your boyfriend would do that to you or your best friend would do that to you. I have a suggestion today that if you take and try this out, I can't promise that it's the easiest thing to do. I think that anything worth having is not easy to find, but I promise you that if you take what I say to you today and put it into practice in your life, I guarantee your life is going to change for the better. So I have a few things to say about that. The first and most important thing that I'm going to tell you on training other people to treat you the way you want to be treated or treat you the way you would like to be treated is to establish, every single day that you meet people, whether you want to or you don't want to, intentionally or unintentionally, every single day that you meet people, you are basically telling them what's acceptable in your life, what they can do to you, what they can say to you, how they will carry themselves around you. Every single day that you meet people, your friends, your boss, anybody in this, anybody that you are interacting with, you train people the way that people are going to treat you. You are asking me, you're probably wondering, what do you mean by that? Well, what I mean by this is simple. The first time, I'll take the example of a date. The first time that a guy asks you out, there are certain things that will tell that guy your answer, your response, whether you're saying no or whether you're saying yes. There is the way you do that that's why they say first impressions are always important. I want you to tackle the first and the hardest part of this is to really understand that every time you meet somebody, every time you go to work for a work interview or you start work and you're working with people, your workmates and everybody, you are training those people. That's why it pays to know the messages that you're sending out, because then you're going to be sending out the right messages and people are going to be treating you in the right way. So let's take, for example, a guy asks you out. How does he ask you out? Does he text you and ask you out? Does he ask you out on Facebook? Does he ask you out on a social network? If you get asked out by a guy and it's not the proper way that a girl needs to be asked out, if it's not what you would like, what is your ideal way of being asked out? Is it on Facebook? Or what is your ideal? You must have the ideal way of being asked out. For example, if a guy says, do you want to go out for dinner or whatever, and it's a date, he's asking you out to a date. If you do not want a Facebook asking out, you make sure you let him know this, hello, joke about it, because it's a joke to you. If he's serious, who does that? If he's serious, you will let him know by what you do and what you say to him that do not come up on my social media and ask me out. So in that way, you have established a way that person is going to treat you, and from then onwards they will treat you in that way. If he really wants you, he will come to your door, he will knock at the door, he will have flowers, he will do all that stuff that you have in your head, in your dreams. He will do that if you let him know that this is not the way that I like to be asked out, and I would not say yes to a date that's called me or text me on a text and ask me like, do you want to go out? I want it a certain way, and that's the way that I have it. The first time people lie to you, that's another example. The first time a person lies to you, yes, there's forgiveness, but there's also a place where you have to seriously drive home the fact that that is unacceptable in your life. Personally, if a friend lies to me, I think that we do not have anything to do with each other anymore. I don't want us not to be talking. I want us to say hi or whatever. But if you are in my close friend list, you are out of that list real quick. And that's the way that I will establish it to you. And the people in my life will know that if you lie to her, she is not going to be friends anymore. She is not going to take that lightly. So every single thing you do, that's why whenever a boy or your friend or your boss talks to you in a certain way, you need to call that loser to the side and tell them like, look here, I will not work under these circumstances. I will not stay in this situation while you talk to me like this and that way. I'll give you an example. My sister, she worked in one shop before, and the lady, I don't want to disclose the shop. The lady in that shop, she wasn't even a manager. She was a co-worker, and she said to my sister like to dismiss her from the tills in the most rude, dismissive, like just nasty way of saying, can you please leave the till? My sister, being my sister, called this person to the side and said, sweetie, that's not how it goes here. Like, I even recommend, if you are in a place where, well, let me finish one. I always like start on one thing and then go on the other. Sweetie, this is not how I get treated. This is not the way that you speak to me. And the girl said, oh no, that's not what I meant. Well, I felt that you meant, I felt like this is what I took from the way you said it. So I do not appreciate that. Do you think that this chick is going to continue to speak in that way? And if people continue to do what you have told them not to do, disassociate. Leave your boyfriend. Leave your girlfriend. There is no, if you're clinging on to a relationship that you're not being treated right in, what you're basically saying to the guy is, it's okay to treat me. He will not change. He will not stop doing what he's doing as long as you sit there and cry about it every night. He will keep coming back to you and apologizing to you. Your boss will keep apologizing to you. If you are in a place where you can afford to not have a job for a few months and maybe live in with your mom and dad, always choose to make sure people don't treat you a certain way. The way people treat you is very important. And if you get treated like crap because that's the standards that you're telling people, it's okay to talk to me like that, it's okay to gossip behind my back, how can you have a friend that talks to you, that talks about you behind your back? That is not a friend worth having. Like, it's not necessary. Like, you are better off alone. If you have a boyfriend, you are better off alone than a guy that treats you and speaks to you like you are not anything he admires. And trust me, he will cheat on you or he will leave you soon. Because if a guy doesn't respect you, that relationship is not going to last at all. And if he doesn't respect you, he doesn't respect girls in general, it's not going to last. So make sure the first time that people speak to you a certain way, you establish that this is not how you want to be. This is the most straightforward way to get treated the way that you want to get treated. Do not accept any less, because you deserve every single thing and more. I don't care if she's a boss and you are just the cleaner. I don't care what type of job you are doing. You are human and you have as equal, you need to demand as equal respect as any human being on earth. and accept nothing less than that. If you're accepting that, it's your fault that people talk to you like that, especially if it's a whole combined like group of people. Your friends treat you crap. Your friends never keep appointments with you. Your friends lie to you. Your boyfriend does exactly the same thing. Maybe your extended family, your cousins, your uncles do the exact same thing to you. You are the one that's the problem. It's not them. You are the one that's telling them it's okay to treat you like this. And the one thing that's really scary for a lot of people to establish this type of like treatment or this type of standards for their life, the most thing that people find hard is, he's going to dump me. Well, good job. If a boyfriend dumps you because you're no longer taking crap anymore, it will hurt. Like, I've been there. I know what I'm talking about. It will hurt you. It will upset you. But guess what? You're gonna move on rather than be caught in a few years of unhappiness, of being treated like you're not human. Like, he doesn't need to make any appointments with you. Like, he can just actually, me and my sister were talking the other day. My sister was asking me like a question, like, Joanna, let's say a guy comes, you're dating a guy, and a guy comes to your house, and you know, your boyfriend comes to your house, and he says, all of a sudden, he says, and this topic came from a video that we were both watching, and your boyfriend says to you, oh, let's go out to dinner. What do you do then? Because first of all, if your boyfriend or your best friend or anybody in your life are the type of people that make appointments with you in a snap, like you don't know where they are, and then suddenly they're there and they want to take you out, or you want to go out, or let's go out on a drive, or this, you are a last minute option. You are not the first option. If you are somebody's first option, they will call you in advance and let you know, like, hey sweetie, I want to go out to dinner on Wednesday. This is how you need to be treated. And if you're not being treated like that, so I answered my sister, I say, Joy, it's very easy. If a guy knocks on your door, you do not have to be rude. You do not have to start a fight. If a guy stops on your door and say, if your boyfriend stops at your door and says, let's go out, you invite him in. Tell him you can make yourself a cup of tea. Feel right at home, and I'm going to get ready. And I am asking you, I am begging you to take all the time in the world that you need to take to look a certain way before, because this puts you as a girl in a place where you are like, oh my god, what am I gonna wear, what how about my makeup, oh god, I have to, you ain't needing that stress. Like, you do not need that stress right now. So you chill. Actually, go get yourself a glass of wine, open a bottle of open some drink or something, do something. Chill out, relax, play music in your room, and start the process of getting ready. If you need to get yourself a bath, you indulge in that bath. Take as much time. This is going to leave a very clear statement to him that I treat myself a certain way. I go out looking a certain way. It takes me time to achieve that. And you can't just show up. It will say it like nothing else. He will not remember. He might not remember. He should. But he might not remember you saying that, oh, sweetie, you can't just show up like that. You know, I need my time to get ready. He will remember 5 hours of sitting in your sitting room and wondering what the hell is he doing. Calling you 50 times. And if he calls you and says, what are you doing? Sweetie, just chill. This is what I do before I come out. You think I just look this way? Like, I'm not Beyonce. I did not wake up like this, okay? I make this. So you gotta take all the time in the world that you need to get, and you need to, like, not let this person, this heifer, hurry you and make you do things that you do not want to do. Matter of fact, if you're a quick dresser and you get ready quickly, I urge you to take your time. Spend extra hours on it. Spend a few extra minutes on it. Take whatever time you need to take. He will remember that a lot. Like, oh, my girlfriend takes a long time to get ready. So before I just show up at her house and tell her, let's go, I need to like make an appointment with her. Because I don't want to spend 5 hours just sitting around in her flat looking at her pretty flowers in advance. I want to like go out, pick her up and head out. So definitely you are the reason why people are treating you the way that they're treating you. Especially if it's a repeated act. Take control and make sure that people treat you the way they need to treat you. Another thing, this is the biggest thing. That was the biggest point that I wanted to make to you guys. Do not tolerate anything less than what you have in your mind as treatment. And if people don't respect that, do not be afraid to lose people. You are better off losing that person than having to go through stress every single day, every single year with a person that doesn't treat you right, with a friend that doesn't treat you right, with a boss that makes you unhappy. It's going to lead to you putting on weight. You're going to be depressed. It's going to lead to a whole lot of things. You need to take care of you. You need to take care of your emotions. And you need to remove yourself from this type of situations that you find pointless. The second and my last point is one way that we train people on how to treat us is how we treat ourselves. And how we treat ourselves is, I mean, like how you get dressed, like how you wear. If you go into a Prada store wearing track bottoms and a hoodie with old rundown sneakers when you can wear something better, you're gonna not get treated in the way that you need to get treated if you would get treated when you dress respectfully. To respect yourself is to know that you have to go out a certain way. And I've made this mistake so many times. I'm learning now to change and not just get out of bed, roll up out of bed and they just got up like this look. Doesn't always work. So if you want to demand respect, you have to demand respect from yourself first. Treat yourself right. Know your worth. Get to a place. And self-love, that's a whole topic that I can go on about. Invest in yourself. Invest money. Invest time. Invest and be the type of person that you, that you want to be. And make sure that you're doing this. Like, love yourself and learn what you want, because you're not going to be able to treat others. You train others the way they should treat you if you don't know what way you want to be treated. So get to know yourself, love yourself, invest in yourself, whether it's money, education, time, whatever way. Get hobbies, be an interesting person, invest in yourself so that people can learn from the way that you go about your life to treat you in that way. People won't buy you rags when you don't wear rags. People won't take you to McDonald's when you don't look like the McDonald's type. So make sure that you carry yourself in a certain way that will enable others to treat you that way. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna have to cut now because my camera is gonna like just switch off. Battery is low. But yeah, I enjoy talking to you guys. If you have any points that you think that I might have forgotten in this video, let me know. Start a discussion in the discussion box below, in the comment box below. And yeah, see you in my next video, guys. Thanks for watching.